In this short presentation video, I'd like to demonstrate the integration that IDS has with the Techex middleware core platform. So the interface you can see here has been specifically designed within IDS to control and monitor endpoints on a Techex middleware core platform. So what I can do now is navigate away from the home screen and move to the set-top box monitor screen. So what we have here is a really easy to view tiled interface that shows the various set-top boxes or endpoints that are being monitored by IDS. So if we look at these in more detail, we can see the name of the endpoint, we can see its status, so whether it's powered off or on. We can see the model, so again that could be a physical set-top box or a soft client on a mobile device. We can see the volume, we can see the currently selected channel and whether the subtitles are on or off. So as an engineering tool, this gives you really quick access to view and monitor all your endpoints. But this is not just a monitoring tool, this is also a control tool. So what we can do is select any one of these endpoints and provide control to it. So if I go ahead and select this one here, you can see we're taken into a set-top box control page. So again, on the left-hand side, we can see the information we saw on the previous screen, so the name of the endpoint and the various pieces of information beneath it, as well as the network logo relating to the currently selected channel. Over on the right-hand side, we have various elements of control. So starting with favorites, it's as simple as a one-button push to recall channels against the set-top box. As you can see, when I press the buttons, the channel is updated on the device as well as the network logo, which just gives it a nice feel. Beyond that, we have keypad. So here we can have more granular control of the set-top box. So we can do the same kind of thing, so we can enter channel numbers, as you can see, to recall channels against the endpoint. We can also recall the previous channel, as you can see here. We can navigate up and down through the channels. We can control the volume, put the endpoint or set-top box into a mute state, and we can also turn off and turn on subtitles. So as you can see, every operation that I perform on the keypad over on the right hand side is reflected on the left hand side. So this is especially useful if you're not in view of the display. So that kind of covers the basic functionality that IDS is providing to the endpoints. But there's more that IDS can do with a system like the middleware core, and that falls under the schedule tab. So what I'm going to do to demonstrate what this does is I'm going to go back to set-top box monitor and I'm going to select another device which is currently in a powered off state. So let's go with this one. You can see the device is powered off, the keypad's disabled, we can't select any favorites. But what we can do is we can enable a schedule against this particular set-top box or endpoint. So here we can see we have the days of the week listed, and under each day of the week we can enable a schedule. So this allows us to perform automated operations against a set-top box or endpoint. So given today's Thursday, what I can do is select Thursday and select enable schedule, and as soon as I've done that, you can see we're presented with some more information. So we have active hours. So here we can define when the set-top box should power on and when it should power off. So what I can do now to demonstrate this is I can set this set-top box to power on, so you can see that action happening. So it's just turned 10:27. So if I up the time here to 10:28 as my power on time and my power off time 10:29, then we'll be able to see that action being performed. But as well as powering on and off the set-top box, we can also set some startup values. So we can set the channel it should start on, the volume it should start on, and also whether subtitles are enabled and disabled. So we can scan through our favorite channels. So we can set that to, say, Sky News. We can set the volume to, say, 40% or 45%. And we can leave subtitles on. So we're now approaching 10:28. So what we should see, as soon as that strikes 10:28, we should see that action be performed. So we can see the set-top box is powered on, see the volume's gone to 45, the channel's gone to Sky News, and the subtitles have turned on. So if I go back over here, you can see these three elements here that I set are now reflected over on the left-hand side. So that just allows you to set schedules against particular endpoints or set-top boxes to perform a particular action at a particular time. And of course, what you can do is you can set one of these schedules individually for each day. So I could have something completely different happen on a Friday, or I could have a schedule for Monday to Friday and then have something happen on the weekend, which is different. And again, this is a per device, per day setting. So every set-top box can have a different schedule on a different day. So what we should find now as we're approaching 10:29, we should have that set-top box automatically power off. So in a couple of seconds, we should see the clock change. There we go. And you can see the set-top box is now powered off. And of course, if you don't want to have a schedule against a particular set-top box, then you can simply disable it and use the manual control under the keypad or the favorites. So that summarizes the integration with IDS and Techex middleware core. Thanks for watching.